Welcome to LOQation, Cabrini College's weekly news program. I'm Nicole Capizzi.
And I'm Sarah Zarnomsky. Here's your news now.
Calling all Flyers fans, from Thursday, September 12th through Saturday, September 14th, you can experience your favorite Fly Guys for free at a 3-day fan fest and training camps at Xfinity Live and the Wells Fargo Center. For more information, visit www.flyers.nhl.com. Also this weekend, the Miss America pageant is back in the city where it started, Atlantic City. The traditional Show Us Your Shoes parade will be held September 14th, and the nationally televised finale will be held on September 15th. Women's field hockey coach Jackie Neary and the team have been working hard to get ready for the season. Let's check in with them to see what we can expect.
I thought the preseason was a very big success. We always utilize a strength and conditioning coach, Nick Cita. I think I've known him for 10 years. The good thing about him is he works them hard, you know, for that morning session, and we took over in the afternoon. We had a couple scrimmages that were excellent. We scrimmaged Arcadia and the alumni, which was always a great scrimmage.
We played 4 games so far. We had a tournament in the beginning of the season, and then our record is 1-3. We just recently played Gettysburg, which we fell to 4-2.
We haven't had any conference games yet. Our first one is next week, right? Yeah. But I think playing out of conference games really showed us what we need to work on for our conference games. I think obviously we're trying to win.
Yeah, our out-conference games are a lot tougher games than in CSAC, so it should
help us out. Yeah.
You know, we're pleasantly surprised. We went to the Drew tournament. We won 1 and lost 1. So far, we're off to a good start. The 3 new kids are doing very well. Our senior goalie, Genevieve, is really playing out of her head. So that's real exciting to have, you know, a goalie that's so motivated to do well.
I think the game I'm most looking forward to is Widener. My sister's a freshman this year there, so we play them Friday night under the lights, so it should be an interesting game.
The most difficult game probably coming up probably be Gwinnett, because we lost to them twice in regular season and lost to them twice in the championship. So.
Well, ultimately, that's our goal, is to get into that CSAC playoff. So, you know, right now we're playing a lot of non-conference games. We're using them to prepare for our conference games. So, you know, I think the CSAC's tough, especially for field hockey. So, you know, really, you know, you got Immaculata, who's up and coming, Gwinnett, who's always at the top, Newman, who's right in there. So we've just got to take it one game at a time and just play our best. I think the girls know that.
And that was your trip around the block. So Kevin, how about that Eagles game and the big debut with Chip Kelly?
Well, I don't know if anybody expected that kind of a debut, but it was certainly a surprise and a pleasant one at that. So let's talk about it. In what turned out to be a stunning Monday night performance, the Eagles defeated the Redskins 33-27 in Chip Kelly's debut as head coach. Quarterback Michael Vick completed 15 of 25 passes for 203 yards and 2 touchdowns. Running back LaShawn McCoy rushed for 184 yards on 31 carries, scoring a touchdown as well. Next up for the Eagles is the home opener on Sunday against the San Diego Chargers. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. The Cabrini women's soccer team was defeated by Eastern University in the Battle of Eagle Road 1-0 on Tuesday. Following their first 4 games, they are 1-1-2 on the season. The men's team sits at 0-3-2 after a 2-1 loss to Alvernia University on Saturday. They bid for their first win of the season on Wednesday against DeSales University, before hosting the Battle of Eagle Road on Saturday. Volleyball continued their hot start to the season, splitting 4 matches over the weekend. On Friday, the Lady Cavs were swept by Stevenson University and Johns Hopkins University before rebounding on Saturday with wins against Gwynedd Mercy College and North Carolina Wesleyan University. Tune in next week for results of the Battle of Eagle Road and the Eagles' home opener against the Chargers. Now here's Sarah with your trip across the nation.
In Iowa, sheriffs have been contemplating the wisdom of allowing visually impaired people to own and operate a firearm. With gun control being a hot topic among Congress, Iowa has continued to give out gun licenses, even to those who are visually impaired. A representative from the Lobbying Disabilities Act, Iowa, said that if they didn't allow those who are blind to apply for a permit, it would be violating the Americans with Disabilities Act. A superintendent of the Iowa Braille School states that people who are visually impaired are able to partake in almost all life experiences, but operating a weapon would be the exception. Hawaii has jumped on board with getting legislation started for legalizing gay marriage when its state lawmaker returns at the end of October. Hawaii is already among several states that allow same-sex unions, but if the legislation passes, Hawaii will be the 13th state to legalize gay marriage. Thinking about upgrading to a new iPhone? Well, hold on to that thought for a little bit longer. Apple has recently announced 2 new iPhones, the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 5C. Apple says the iPhone 5S will be similar to the last generation 4S, except the screen size and the home button. The new home button will be a fingerprint swipe to be able to be sure that you are the only one who can access your phone. The iPhone 5C will be a cheaper version of the 5S, only it will have a plastic cover and you can choose between yellow, blue, green, and white. Too bad my upgrade isn't for a while, or I'd definitely buy the blue one. Cabrini College has hosted their annual Cabrini Night at the Phillies this past Friday. Here's Lauren Height with the inside information.
We're here right now at Cabrini Night at the Phillies as the Philadelphia Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves. The entire school has come out to show their support for the team, and the choir and the dance team are ready to take the field. Let's check out with some of the students to see what they think.
Hi Cabrini, I am so excited to be here with you again for the second year on September the 6th at Cabrini Night at the Phillies. I'm here with my friend Colin Kilroy and all of us here. It is a wonderful evening for baseball, even though the Phillies are in second to last place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This is our second year coming to Cabrini Night at the Phillies. Great food, great friends, and we're hoping that we get a win tonight.
We're here to support the Phillies as we take over the Atlanta Braves and win at least tonight for Cabrini, for Mother Cabrini.
Yes.
So that's all from Citizens Bank Park. It was a great night for Cabrini students and their friends with great people and great food. That's all for now. I'm Lauren Height on location for LOQation.
And that was your trip across the nation. All right, Val, please tell me more about Miley Cyrus.
Looks like people can't get enough of her, but let's find out more scandalous news on her. Did you think the scandal surrounding Miley Cyrus was over? Well, think again. Rumor has it that on October 5th, Miley Cyrus will be hosting the hilarious show Saturday Night Live. However, Miley is not alone on this. Sources say Lady Gaga will also be hosting SNL with the twerking queen. Tweet us your thoughts at Location News. Trouble finds Odom again. Are Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom walking down the road to Divorceville? The NBA star has recently been arrested for DUI and checked in and out of rehab in just one day, according to insiders. Also, sources say Khloe Kardashian has given hubby Lamar Odom an ultimatum. If he does not get help, she is ending the marriage. Only time will tell if Lamar Odom listens. The CBS mega hit show How I Met Your Mother is returning with a final season. There is no set date onto when season 9 will air. However, the news will leave How I Met Your Mother fan sequel with delight and excitement. Everyone will finally see actor Josh Radnor, also known as Ted Mosby, meet the woman of his dreams. That was your weekly entertainment update. Now let's check in with Nicole for your news around the world.
President Barack Obama said Tuesday night that he would put off a military strike and work with Russia, China, and American allies to force Syria to hand over its chemical weapons. Secretary of State John Kerry said, almost offhandedly and in response to a reporter's question, that Syria could avert an American strike by putting their chemical weapons under international control. Within hours, the Russian Foreign Minister, Sergei Lavrov, had presented just such a plan to Syria, a Russian ally, as a way to end the crisis, and Syria suggested that it welcomed the idea. More than 120 years after Vincent van Gogh's death, a new painting by the Dutch master has come to light. The Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, which holds the largest collection of the artist's work, announced Monday the discovery of the newly identified painting, a landscape titled Sunset at Montmajour. Van Gogh is believed to have completed the relatively large painting in 1888, 2 years before his death, and during a period that is considered by many to be the culmination of his artistic achievement. Need something to smile about? Americans are not the happiest people on earth, but we do rank a respectable number 17 among 156 countries evaluated for a new United Nations report. The second annual World Happiness Report, released Monday, finds the highest levels in happiness in Denmark, Norway, Switzerland, the Netherlands, and Sweden, all in Northern Europe. The lowest ranked were Rwanda, Burundi, the Central African Republic, Benin, and Togo, all in Africa. Today marks the 12th anniversary of the attack on the World Trade Center in New York City. In honor of those affected by the 9/11 attacks, we took the time to speak with some of the students and faculty about their experiences on that tragic day 12 years ago.
On the morning of September 11, 2001, 19 al-Qaeda terrorists hijacked and took control of 4 commercial airliners.
During 9/11, I was in 2nd grade.
Was in 3rd or 4th grade. I remember I was in 2nd grade.
September 11th, 2001, I was actually working in New York City. Second day on the job at St. Joseph's College.
Teachers stopped us and was like, you guys need to pack up or I'm going home.
At 8:46 a.m., American Airlines Flight 11 was crashed into the World Trade Center's North Tower, followed by United Airlines Flight 175, which hit the South Tower at 9:03 a.m.
So it was difficult for us to see. We had no internet, no television, no phone. So we were kind of cut off. So it was an eerie day. We didn't really know what was happening.
I remember my mom sitting on the floor crying and telling us that she needs to sit us down and have a conversation with us.
Apparently there was an airplane that hit a building in New York. I didn't really realize like how traumatic it was till about 10 years later.
The South Tower 2WTC fell at approximately 9:59 a.m. after burning for 56 minutes by a fire caused by American Airlines Flight 175. The North Tower 1WTC collapsed at 10:28 a.m. after burning for approximately 102 minutes.
My mom explained it to me and everyone was crying. I know what it is. I shed more tears.
Yes, Peter, it's Don Daler down here. I'm 4 blocks north of the World Trade Center. The second building that was hit by the plane has just completely collapsed. The entire building has just collapsed as if a demolition team set off. When you see the old demolitions of these old buildings, it folded down on itself and it is not there anymore.
That should be it.
It has completely collapsed.
Standing at 1,776 feet tall to represent the year of our freedom, One World Trade Center will be the tallest building in America, as well as a beautiful New York landmark. The building is 2.6 million square feet.
Thanks for catching up with us this week. For LOQation Weekly News, I'm Nicole Capizzi.
And I'm Sarah Zarnowski. Make sure you stay up to date with us throughout the week by following us on our social media platforms. Have a fabulous week, Cabrini.